Hello everyone, my name is Chaseter and welcome back to another GTA Online video. Today we're going to be doing another garage tour and I'm really excited to get into this one because not only is it going to be a Bravado garage tour, but it's going to be just a Gauntlet tour. Rockstar has added so many gauntlets to GTA Online that I can literally fill up a whole garage of these vehicles. I will be showing you guys every single car in my garage. We will go over them, not for a long time, just a quick run over to just show off this garage. If you guys like this garage, make sure to go down in the comments below and let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below if you would change anything about this garage. I love when you guys leave comments about what you're doing with your vehicles, so I'm always interested to know that. But let's just hop right into it. The first car that we're going to be looking at today is the Bravado Gauntlet Classic. Such a cool vehicle. It is such a cool OG muscle car. I love this car to death. I wish it was a little bit faster. It's not the craziest thing in the world, but if they were going realistic, then I do understand the performance of this vehicle. I went with a lime green with the black decal stripe on the side with the carbon hood. I think this car looks absolutely amazing. Sometimes I will paint this car purple. I think this car looks really good in purple for some reason. But yeah, such a cool car. It sounds amazing. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Gauntlet Classic Custom, which you can actually take it to Benny's Customs and make it into one of these race cars. This is a really cool car as well. You get to add a few more options. Plus you can add this really cool wing on the back of it. It really reminds me of those Daytona Chargers back in the day. It looks really cool. Obviously I had to go with some sort of light blue. I actually think this blue is a crew color. It's not quite like an ultra blue or a sky blue, but it's like in the middle, and I think it looks really good. Went with the white wheels and the white decals. I think it looks really cool. Not much to say about it. It's pretty much identical to the Gauntlet Classic. And I know I said that this garage is full of gauntlets, but here we have a Buffalo. I had to add a couple of Buffaloes just because they're some of my favorite cars in the game. We have the regular Buffalo S. This is Franklin's car, which is pretty cool. This is a really good car for being a year one car, in my opinion. They were making it like the real life counterparts. I mean, these are really big cars in real life. And I really love this one. I went for the Super B type paint job, the yellow with the black accents. I went with the carbon cheetah R's for the wheels. Just overall, such a cool vehicle. One of my favorites in the game. Really cool car. It sounds amazing, and it has a lot of customization for being a year one car. Moving on to the Buffalo STX. I love this vehicle, man. I hate to admit it. I love Dodge Chargers. Like, I wouldn't say I hate to admit it. I just feel like it's a really popular car. I see them a lot on the highways, and they're kind of overpopular in my opinion, but still such a cool vehicle. Rockstar did such a good job on modeling it after the real life counterpart. The only thing that I don't like about this car is the back end taillights. I don't like the taillights too much, but I went with a crew black, which is just absolutely blacked out. I even have the black window tint, black wheels. I just kind of wanted to go with a blacked out look for this vehicle. I have gone with like army green and maroon on this vehicle before, but I just really like the blacked out. Like, especially when you're driving at night, you kind of disappear into the darkness. And of course, I couldn't leave out the OG Bravado Gauntlet. I mean, this thing is an OG. I don't know if it is completely modeled after a Challenger or not. I think it may have some Camaro looks to it. You got to think this was back in year one of GTA, so they were kind of like mixing and matching the looks of certain cars, so I'm not too upset about this one. Still a really cool car to drive around to this day. I was actually really surprised driving this one around. It's still pretty decently fast. I went with this midnight blue color, which I think fits it pretty well. I could have gone with the bronze wheels, but again, just the black cheetah R's look the best on gauntlets in my opinion. And of course, we have the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. I was so excited when they added this car to the game. I think that was honestly a start of the new Rockstar, where they started adding in a bunch of new cars that looked really, really good and like really matched the real life counterparts. And they did not let down or disappoint with this vehicle. It is super fast. It looks so good. I went with the lime green. I know it's the same as my Gauntlet Classic, but I had to match them. It looks good in lime green. If someone were to come up to ask me if I liked the color lime green, I would probably say no. But when it comes to like certain cars, I think it just looks so good. Obviously, I went with the carbon hood to match. I also think it just looks really, really good. To be honest, I probably just went carbon everything else. I absolutely love the back end. The back end, again, they could have designed it a little bit better, but with the spoiler options for this vehicle, they did such a good job. Obviously, Cheetah RRs for the wheels, and just overall such a sick car. Also love the green stitching on the inside, just a nice little detail. Next, we have the Bravado Gauntlet EVX, which I'm not gonna lie, this car has grown on me over the months of owning this thing. I actually kind of like it. I have a strange thing for the electric vehicles in GTA. I'm not sure what it is, but they're kind of fun to drive. I don't know if it's because you don't have an engine sound with your vehicle when you're driving it, but some of them are really fun to drive. This thing is really weird, to be honest. Like, you would think it would have like really good acceleration, which it does, but it does feel like super clunky and heavy, if that makes sense, which I don't mind at all. I actually kind of like the different type of weights you can feel in different cars. But this car overall, I think, is really cool. I don't like the new generation of Dodge Challengers, you know, them going to electric and stuff. I think it's kind of weird, but this one turned out pretty good. I went with I'm pretty sure a stone gray. It could be like some type of bluish gray or something like that, but I kind of wanted it to look electric, you know what I mean? Just a flat gray with some interesting wheels as well. I can't remember what these are called. These could be the high fives. And even though it looks bizarre, like, I think it fits this car. I think when you have like an electric car, you kind of have to make it look a little bit out there. I don't like how you can't change the stitching on the interior of the car. Kind of feel like Rockstar forgot that you can do that since it is in the regular Gauntlet. But overall, really cool car. It's got a cool shape to it, and pretty cool, I guess. Moving on to the Hotring Hellfire. This thing's actually pretty cool. I don't drive it that often. The only time I was driving this thing is when the NASCAR updates were going on, but it's still like a really cool car. Its top speed is pretty crazy, and the braking is also insane. Like, you can brake literally within like a second with this car if you're going like 100 miles per hour. It's pretty cool. I went with this cool red racing livery and then just a regular flat blue. I think it looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of some type of I can't really put my finger on it, but like there's some type of real life NASCAR vehicle that looks like this. And overall, I just think it looks really cool. Not really into NASCAR myself, but I just have to have it. For the last two, they're going to be cop cars, and the first one we're going to be looking at, the Gauntlet Interceptor. This one, I kind of went with a Blaine County type of look. I wanted to go with brown and tan to give it that, I guess, state trooper look. Like if you were to be in the hill country or just any type of royal area, it would probably look like this, like a countrified sheriff. So really cool car. I'm not going to hype this up too much because I still think GTA should lower the price of these vehicles, especially now that there is quite a lot of cop cars that we can choose from, and they're still $4 to $5 million, and that is just a really, really hefty price just to have a cop car, especially when we've been asking for cop cars for years. But overall, I really like this vehicle. It is really fun to play with your friends and just mess with people online. And yeah, I went with the state trooper look on this one, and then on this other one, I went with like a undercover, kind of like half and half. It's not like fully undercover because you can read the sheriff logo and all of that, but I kind of want it to seem a little bit hard to figure out if it's a cop or not, you know what I'm saying? This one I drive way more often than this one over here. I didn't even put the lights on top because I wanted it to seem a little bit more undercover. Even though I went on the rant about these cars costing so much, Rockstar did do a good job at adding all the little accessories on the interior of the car, so I'm not too upset about that. But they're really cool cars. I still, to this day, drive them around and I'm having fun with them. But that is gonna do it for the Gauntlet garage tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really had a blast doing this. Hopefully you guys liked my garage. I think it looks pretty sweet in my opinion. Like I said, Rockstar has added so many gauntlets that it's kind of hard to keep up with. I had to get a garage and just fill them up and see what it looks like, and I think it came out pretty cool. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. We are literally 9 subscribers away from 500 subscribers, and I'm so excited for that. I should have a special 500 subscriber video coming out pretty soon, so make sure to keep an eye on that. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.